Hello again, it's Jesse Baldwin, Director of Fine Arts. Here for lesson number 3 in the cartoon program. This lesson is about how to draw anime faces. In your curriculum, there are tons and tons of different examples of anime eyes, anime noses and mouths. So I'm just going to show you like a basic starting point for how to draw anime faces. You can probably get there from doing what we did last week, doing the basic face principles, but doing an anime face is a little bit different. As you can see, I drew this one behind me already, but I'm going to quickly erase it, and we're going to start at just like step 1 for you. So, just going to erase this quick. So the first step for drawing an anime face is just drawing a circle and dividing it in half horizontally and vertically. Kind of like we did with the ovals last week, but this time it's just a circle. So that's kind of like the starting point for anime. After you do that, you're kind of going to add a chin shape to the bottom of it, just using those bottom curves as guidelines for the angle of that. A little lopsided there. Anyway, and there you go. You kind of have the basic starting point for an anime head there. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to draw another horizontal line. So you got this horizontal line. You're going to draw another one almost at the bottom of the circle, so just a little bit higher, so maybe like right here. So you have those 2 horizontal lines there. In between those 2 horizontal lines are where the eyes are going to go. So in anime, the eyes are really big a lot of the time, so that space right there is going to be for the eyes. So you can use whatever type of anime eye you want to do to demo for the kids, but I'm just going to use the basic one that I had been using, so it's going to be really simple. So we're going to draw our eyes next. Right, there's one. Doesn't really look like an eye right now, but it'll get there. Gotta finish the rest of the anime face, you know? Thick. One of the eyes is always kind of harder for me than the other one, but basically, once you got that, you got those 2 eyes there. It's not really looking like a face yet, but all we got to do is add the nose and the mouth, and you can really do that however you want. So my eyes are made in just kind of like a stagnant way. However you angle the eyebrows of those eyes is going to affect the emotion of your character, obviously. So I'm just going to go ahead and put eyebrows up here. I'm going to erase these guidelines. I don't really need them anymore. We'll keep that one there. Otherwise, you don't really need them. So I kept the second horizontal line because once you get the eyes kind of in between in that area, the second horizontal line kind of indicates where the top of the nose is. And in anime, the noses are kind of smaller than normal. In a lot of anime, that is. There are tons of like subcategories of anime, but for this one, we're just gonna put the nose right here. And anime noses are usually really simple. They're usually just like little marks, and so it doesn't have to get complex. Once you have that nose in there, you can erase the guideline. It just so happens that once you're done with the eyes, the basic face drawing principles still apply to an anime face. So a lot of times in between the eyes and the chin, bottom of the eyes and the chin, halfway is the nose, and then halfway between the bottom of the nose and the mouth is, or halfway between the bottom of the nose and the chin is the mouth. So here we'll go give him a little grin like that. And from this point, we can adjust the rest of the face to kind of like fit what we got. So if we want to change, we want to just make the chin a little bit more like a little bit lower there. Then we can do that. We can come up here and we can narrow the head on this side, right? So we can make some of these minor changes once we have the facial features down. And then once we get that done, the ears, really similar to the standard face drawing principles. Ears is just from the top of the eyes kind of to the bottom of the eyes in anime. Instead of top of the eyes to the nose, it's just top of the eyes to the bottom of the eyes there. So it's kind of like a basic anime face. You can go in, draw a neck, and then hair. You can go traditional anime hair. Right? It's always something crazy like green like this. And then once you have that, you can kind of just erase that top of the headline. And you kind of got a basic anime face there. The kids are probably going to draw like a ton of stuff that looks just like this over and over and over again. But again, you have in your curriculum different eye examples, different mouth examples, different nose examples. So once you get the basis down, so like once the kids do like a face like this along with you, then you can give each table or something like those resources of those varying eyes and the varying noses and mouths, and they can kind of like create their own faces from there. So again, I hope this video is helpful. I know it's been really nice for me. I'm learning a lot doing this because I don't draw anime on a day-to-day basis. So just doing this for you guys is really cool because it's opening me up to different styles and different opportunities. So I really appreciate you doing this curriculum, and I hope this video helps, and I hope the curriculum is helping and everything is going well. Thank you so much for the work you're doing.